If your teenager is being bullied, it's very natural to wonder if martial arts can help them. And the short answer is yes, it can definitely help, but I think there's a lot to look at here. First of all, as far as bullying, it can be physical, mental, emotional, it can be online. There's so many different ways that people can bully each other. And I always try to get to the root of anything before I look for a solution. So why would somebody be bullying someone else? Because somehow inside something in them is not connected to the deep strength and truth and kindness and connection in them. And somehow they're using someone else to try to make themselves feel better. Usually it's not a conscious thing. It's just somehow inside this feeling of something's not right. And if I try to push someone else down, then I'll feel better. And it doesn't work, but it may give the person a jolt of feeling power. Now, if you were a bully or we're looking at this, who would you look to bully? Somebody that makes it easier, right? Somebody that is less likely to make it difficult for you to do that. So we have to look at both sides. Somebody is trying to use strength or manipulation or power to feel stronger, and that person's looking for somebody that maybe isn't standing in their own power as much, however you'd like to word it. So what I like to look at is, of course, people that are bullying could use a lot of support. And I know the type of work we do at Life Keto, we also support people that may have those tendencies. But looking at someone that's being bullied, we really want to look at building up this person from the inside out. So our belief at Life Keto, and I think many people believe this, is that everyone has a deep inner spark or spirit or inner strength that is always there. But if someone has not learned how to connect to that, live from that, that's not their experience of themselves. They may feel more insecure or afraid or awkward or have differences or not be socially intelligent, whatever it may be for them to stand out as possibly somebody to pick on. So looking at building up somebody from the inside out, as someone starts learning to look at themselves for their values, for how they show up in the moment, having a commitment that I'm going to show up to the moment, I'm going to do my best, I'm going to be kind and respectful, I'm going to work with people. This starts developing an inner muscle, an inner presence that allows someone to feel better about themselves and to work with challenges. And so you or the teenager starts being able to build themselves up from an authentic place and start learning how to love and respect themselves. So they're less likely to be self-bullying, judging themselves, putting themselves down, criticizing themselves, comparing themselves. So all these judgments, self-judgments, beat someone down just like someone else judging them. So helping people learn to see that and to see how to build themselves up from their presence, from their values, and then also from a confidence loop, developing skills. So some skills right now are the confidence and resilience skills. Other skills are social intelligence. So learning how, not only how you show up with yourself and how you communicate in a calm, strong, connected way, which are skills that you can practice or your teenager can practice. And then also empathy, learning to hear and understand what's going on with someone else and trying to communicate in a way that takes care of yourself and also is respectful to them. But also if you need to have strong boundaries verbally, emotionally, physically, just as far as distance, you understand that, know how to do that. So building up the person individually, building up the person with social skills and community. So at a martial arts dojo or studio, whatever it may be, you want them to go into a culture that's really about connection and collaboration and community, as opposed to being overly competitive and controlling, because you're trying to help them learn how to have healthy social skills and healthy, respectful relationships. And then through the training, they're also going to develop resilience and how to work as a team. And then looking at the martial arts and self-defense and bullying. If somebody shows up with a stronger presence and strong social skills, they're much less likely to be bullied. They're more likely to stand up for themselves, to ask for help, to get friends to be with them, to also be aware of their situation and their surroundings. So now looking into self-defense, the way we teach it, the first step is awareness. Inner awareness to understand what's happening with you, to trust your intuition and your instincts. Outer awareness, as far as where are you? Where is your environment? Let's just pretend they're at school. Are there certain areas in the school that are more dangerous for them to be bullied? Like maybe not going to the bathroom by themselves or whatever it may be, but understanding not putting themselves in the environment or the place where it's more likely to happen, to try to surround themselves with other students or teachers. Sometimes a tactic that I've had people use is to maybe let someone know, like, hey, this person's tending to bullying me, but I don't want to like make a big deal about it in front of other people. But if you can keep your eye out when you see me around with that person, then maybe that person can step in naturally without seemingly your teen, telling in front of them or something if they're concerned about that. But they do need to learn to have enough respect to know that I deserve to be respected and treated well. And if I'm not able to take care of myself and someone's hurting me or bothering me physically, mentally, or emotionally, I can ask for help. And that's the right thing to do for your teen, but also for the other person. They need to know what they're doing is not right. So inner and outer awareness. Then connecting with people, the social skills I spoke about. Social intelligence is a huge part of bullying and self-defense, because once you start to read people and understand people and see signs if somebody seems like they're being aggressive or they're looking at you a certain way, you start picking these up, and maybe you're able to go to a safe spot before anything happens at all. So this awareness, and this awareness applied to your environment, applied to social skills, is huge. And then de-escalation skills, if you're getting more and more comfortable, your teen, with social skills and asking for what they need, like in our dojo, we're constantly having our students ask each other, saying they're doing sparring or wrestling, whatever it is, do you want me to go harder, softer, or the same? So they're always trying to help each other find the right challenge and tell each other what they need. So this is working on respectful, healthy relationships and friendships, and that'll carry over into their life. So we have the confidence, the awareness, the social skills, and then the de-escalation skills, trying to talk your way out of a situation using trickery, all different tools for that. And then lastly, the physical skills. So the physical skills in themselves are really not that difficult as far as the fundamentals. People can learn the basics of self-defense in a pretty short time. If you're just looking at really hardcore self-defense, we call it tools and targets. What are the targets? What tools do you have available? Where's a safe place? So I know there's a lot more to it, but also there is a simple way of seeing it, of staying present, staying strong, looking for safety, and if you need to go physical, tools and targets. So when you're looking for a martial arts school for your teen, if you sense they're being bullied or if you're concerned about that, then the first thing is to do is to go in and look for a culture at the school that feels nurturing and empowering. So your teen will feel easily accepted and become part of the community quickly and start making friends and start learning how to have healthy, respectful relationships as far as understanding people, expressing their needs and working together. And then going to a school that has a combination of wrestling and striking, because both are important parts of martial arts. You can't always wrestle and you can't always strike necessarily. So having a good range of martial arts skills, and that's something that we like to do at Life Keto, is use the fundamentals of punching, kicking, blocking, takedowns, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, sistema, karate, tai chi, into a simple system that works for kids, teens, and adults. So if you're interested, we'd love to have you come on down or have your teen come on down. And we also have quite a few teenagers and parents training together, because we have a teen program by itself, but we also have a teen adult program, which is middle school, high school, college, and adults together. And a lot of families love training that way. And we also have adults only. But for teens, that's a really good option if that seems like it'll be something good for your teen. A lot of teens that train with us, or parents that do, really enjoy that training together as well. Okay, please reach out if you have any questions, but definitely martial arts can 100% help your teen learn to develop more confidence and belief in themselves, more social intelligence, more resilience, and good, simple, practical self-defense skills.